Good morning. Oh, my mouth is already big, so I'm going to step back. My name is Christopher Smith, and I'm professor of music and director of choral activities at Wilberforce University. And it is our honor and privilege to come and grace your service here on this beautiful Sabbath. Happy Sabbath indeed to you all. I have a beautiful group of young people that I've had the privilege to work with over these last 5 or 6 months. Most of them are freshmen, as they are a part of the regeneration of the music program at Wilberforce University. So what you're looking at is the entire voice area of the music department at Wilberforce University. I'm so glad to be here. We're so glad to be here. And the first pieces that we're going to give to you today are Meeting Here Tonight and Go Down Moses by R. Nathaniel Dent. And then we'll take our seats and come back to you a couple more times. Thank you so much for having us again. Amen.
Meeting here tonight, meeting here tonight. I know you by your daily walk. There's a meeting here tonight, meeting here tonight, meeting here tonight. I know you by your daily walk. There's a meeting here tonight.
Camp meeting down in the wilderness.
There's a meeting here tonight.
I know it's among the Methodists.
There's a meeting here tonight. Meeting here tonight. Meeting here tonight. I know you by your daily walk. There's a meeting here tonight.
You say you're aiming for the sky.
There's a meeting here tonight.
Why don't you quit your telling lies?
There's a meeting here tonight. Meeting here tonight. Meeting here tonight. I know you by your daily walk. There's a meeting here tonight.
For this song will be Jonathan Cobb of Detroit, Michigan.
When Israel was in Egypt's land, let my people go. Pressed so hard they could not stand. Let
And so the program that we put together is kind of a trip through African history, African American history, diasporic history, starting with South African freedom songs. And the first song that song that we're gonna sing is also a song we open our entire program with. So this song is Siyahamba, and I hope that you enjoy it. I also want to say how much of a treat it is to be here at Ethan. When I last was here, you all were over near Residence Park, and I was a student at Central State University, and we sang in your older facility. And it's also nice to see my former professor of music history and my fraternity brother, Dr. Joseph, and his ears should always be ringing because I reference him and his class often, whether he knows it or not. I appreciate you very much. And so please enjoy, I hope you enjoy Siyahamba, which is translated, "We are marching in the light of God."
Siyahambe kukayen cuencos, siyahambe kukayen cuencos, siyahambe kukayen cuencos, siyahambe kukayen cuencos, siyahamba, hamba siyahamba, hamba siyahamba kukayen cuencos, siyahamba, hamba siyahamba. Hamba kukayen cuencos. We are marching in the light of God. 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 We are marching, marching, we are marching, marching, we are marching in the light of God. We are marching. Marching, we are marching, marching, we are marching in the light of God. Siyahamba kukayen cuencos, siyahamba kukayen cuencos, siyahamba kukayen cuencos, siyahamba kukayen cuencos, siyahamba, hamba siyahamba. Hamba siyahamba kukayen cuencos, siyahamba, hamba siyahamba, hamba siyahamba kukayen cuencos. We are marching in the light of God. 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 We are marching. Marching, we are marching, marching, we are marching in the light of God. We are marching, marching, we are marching, marching, we are marching in the light of God.
The next piece we're going to do before we take our seats was a piece that was written and performed at the 2018 Harvard commencement, at which John Lewis gave the commencement address. This piece is called "Sing Out, March On." Featuring our soloist from Columbus, Ohio, Miss Gloria Kamara.
I'm gonna sing out. I'm gonna march on. I'm gonna sing out. I'm gonna march on.
And I never thought it'd be something that I
I'm gonna sing out. I'm gonna march on. 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 I'm gonna march on. I'm gonna march on. I'm gonna march on.
All right.
There was another song we forgot to mention, was "'Tis So Sweet to Trust in Jesus." I was so moved, I almost wanted to sing a little bit of it. I'm not going to do that. So the last song we're going to sing is by Dr. Rosephine Powell, who is a beautiful African-American composer and director. She's also the director of choral activities and composition at Auburn University, which is an SEC school. As a black woman, is phenomenal. And she wrote this piece for the Philander Smith Chorale in 1998. And its text comes from John 1:1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. We're so grateful that you invited us to come and worship with you today. Do we have, before we finish up, do we have any alumni? I see one. Do we have any Wilberforce alumni with us today? Please stand and be recognized. All right. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much. In fact, I think we have one who's a mother of one of our singers. Could you raise your hand for us real quick? There you go. All right. So we're going to sing In the Beginning Was the Word, and we hope you have a blessed week, and thank you so much for inviting us to come and worship with y'all today. Is this watch for me? There's a watch that was left up here. Was this? Y'all laughing. I thought it was one of those precious stones. All right, I'm done. Thank you so much again.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. In the beginning was the
same was in the beginning with God.
and
The same was in the beginning with God. 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 The same was in the beginning
was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. By
all things were made that have been made. Nothing was made. He has not made. All things were made that have been made. Nothing was made. He has not made.
all things were made by Him, 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 all things were made by Him. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. In the beginning was the Word,
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was
with God,
and the Word, and the Word,
and the Word, and the Word was God.
I love you reaching for my watch. I love you, brother. I love you.
I would say this as you were leaving. If there is anyone here who wants special prayer, we have a prayer team. They're going to come down to the front. And if you just need special prayer, just come down and we will pray with you. We believe in the power of prayer. Can I get a witness? Did you really enjoy this choir?
I just have one last thing. We've already done all of our pieces that we have for you, but if you have been truly touched by the work of these beautiful young people who have recently been asked to join Dr. Jillian Harrison Jones at the Carnegie Hall next year in New York City, if you are willing, able, or so moved, please send an email to our president and to our provost our Director of Academic Affairs, and let them know how you've been moved by the work of this choir. And if you feel moved to give, you can go to www.wilberforce.edu and look for where it says really big black letters. It says donate. And you can say, turn to your neighbor and say donate. No, and it says donate, and you click on it. You click on it, and it'll be a drop down, and it'll tell you.